folks, I do hope you're well. Right, listen. This video is all about, or it's in response to a couple of messages I've had over the last couple of days. It involves, in the main, Asian people and my dislike of Asian people. It also involves GROOMING gangs. I say it that way because I think once the algorithm picks it up, they don't monetize the video and they stop people seeing it, I think. What it is, I've just done a video about horse racing, about ITV racing, nothing to do with Asian people at all. And I've responded to a couple of people that have made comments about videos I do about ITV racing and my current dislike of the product. And I think a couple of the comments needed addressing and were a bit too much. Not that they bother me, not that I get offended at all. I'm as thick-skinned as you can get. And people can say anything they want on my channel in the comment section, and I mean anything. If you come in the comment section and abuse other folk on here, you'll get removed. Say anything nasty you want about me all day long. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't hurt me. Doesn't bother me. Your comment will never get wiped. You'll never get banned. I'll never be nasty with you back. You might get the odd sarcastic comments off me, but nothing other than that. They don't hurt me, and I won't have a go at you. That's the way I roll. But I did something the other day on something to do with an Asian person. I can't think who it was or what it was about. I've not got the time and inclination to go looking. And anyway, I've had a couple of messages, mainly off of one person. It's a Joanne, I think she's called. So this is probably for you, Joanne, as much as anybody else. And by the way, keep commenting, love. Doesn't bother me at all. She said, oh, it was Sadiq Khan it was. I said, Sadiq Khan gets the knighthood today. Why? And left the video at that. Because I can't for the life of me see how he got a knighthood. I think he's crap. I think he's got no redeeming features. And I can't understand why he gets a knighthood. But he did. That was that. Joanne had a pop at that video and said, you hate Asian people. And then I said at the end, do I? I don't think I do. Something that's news to me. I just said at the start that I hate Asian people so more people would watch it. I don't hate anybody. Anybody at all. I do lots of videos about trans people. I call trans people. When I say I call trans people, I don't mind whether you're black, white, red, grey, yellow, whatever you are. I don't mind whether you're straight, homosexual, bisexual, lesbian, trans this, trans that, or anything. I don't mind whether you're one of those 57 things in the LBG to whatever it is. Don't mind what anybody is. When I call trans people, what I call those that have a go at somebody like J.K. Rowling for just talking common sense. And I call those people that transition or change from male to female and go playing sports against females because I think it's wrong. I call those who transition or change from male to female and want to hang around in ladies, women's, child's changing rooms. I don't agree with it. That's what I call. Nothing else to do with trans. I don't care what you are, Mr. or Mrs. or whatever you become. It's your life. You do what you want to do. Asian people don't care at all. This Joanne had a few goes at me, and then I said something like, well, I'll tell you what, go and have a look at a video I've just done about, was it Ramesh? Is it Ranganathan? Comedian who I don't particularly like, or don't particularly know, he's not from my generation. Heard this hour on Desert Island Dish the other day, thought it was fantastic. Thought it was brilliant, loved it. Did a video on here about it. Thought he was brilliant. Really felt sorry for his parents and himself and his younger life, because of different episodes of racism. Felt really sorry for him. Did a video on here about a week ago. It's about the third video I've done on the poor old gentleman from down south. I can't remember where. Was he 85? Who, well, in a roundabout way, got killed by a kiddie of 15. The kiddie was punching him, kicking him, and hitting him with the shoe. It's called the slider. I didn't know what a slider was. And his friend of 13, a young girl, is filming it and laughing whilst he's doing it. Within a day, I think the old chap died. So they've contributed towards it. And I did a video saying it's totally wrong that the lad's only got 7 years and she, in actual fact, has got away with it. It's absolutely shocking. And then when I'm thinking about things, after I did that video, I thought, wait a minute. What video did I do about that young girl? About that young girl whose father's mistress, and father's brother, I think it is. That young girl of about 10, was she? Where the three of them, between themselves, killed her, jumped on a plane to that there Pakistan, and hightailed it and ran. And then rung the police from Pakistan, letting them know what they did, murdered, but it was an accident, or she pushed them towards it. And then when they finally got caught and got brought back, they all turned on one another. I heard what that little young girl had suffered from and what they'd done to her. I've done about 3 videos on that little girl. She's Asian, just like them. If they're Pakistani, whatever they are, Pakistani, Indian, whatever it may be, she's the same. She's their child. The father did that to her. All I did was call the 3 adults and call them and call them and call them and defended this young child to the hilt, because I cannot for the life of me understand how any parent can do that to a young child. And I said, what kind of fear must that kid have been living with for all those months or those years? It's just shocking. I feel for that young child as much as I'd feel for any white child anywhere in the world. She's a young child, whatever her skin colour is or whatever religion she is, nothing to do with nothing. That girl didn't deserve to be in the world to be treated like that. I live in a place called Warrington there. Another taxi driver, I think he was it Shafelia? I think it was Shafelia. I think a lovely young girl from Penketh, not a million miles away from here, got killed by a mother and father. Another honour killing. And they go away and dump a body. A good while later, the body's found, and in the end, they get found out and they do jail time. Just evil. Evil. I know somebody that worked with her. Said she was a lovely young girl. But because she didn't want to be part of an arranged marriage and didn't want to be told completely what to do, and had become a bit westernised, they decide they can kill her. That's all well and good. I don't get it. I'll never get it. But if there's such things as honour killings and whatever else, I'll let all those folk that practice them kind of laws stay in their country and do it there. And I'd still call it, but it's not happening in this country here where I was born, because I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. I think it's evil. I would think the same if 3 white people did it to a white child, be it boy or girl. I would think just the same. I care about everybody that either hasn't got a voice, or that gets put upon, or that gets wronged. Doesn't matter the colour of anybody's skin. That's just me. Now this person, this Joanne, and others have said it, that I don't like Asians and that I don't like this, that I don't like that. I hate any absolutely evil bastards. Now that takes me to 5 people that have been jailed, I believe, was it yesterday or today, or sentenced now, in that there Rochdale. It's a little town in the northwest of England. Again, I won't mention that because the algorithms will pick it up. They're doing jail time now for the abuse and rape of 2 young girls. Were they 13 and 14 at the time? They did it for 5 or 6 years. Passed them around to other stall holders and taxi drivers all over the northwest of England. It was done in flats, in backs of cars, on dirty mattresses, in outhouses, in, what am I thinking of, buildings where people work, you know what I mean, warehouses, everywhere. They plied them with booze, with fags, with drugs. One fella, because he had his own little stall on the market there, give them tights and underwear, and they systematically abused them for 5 or 6 years. One of them was in care, came from a broken home, the other was from a broken home. The police knew about it for years. The police have a file on one of the girls saying she was selling herself since she was 10. I don't think that's the case, but whether she was or wasn't, knowing that what these Asian people were doing to her, the police should have stepped in a long time ago and did something about it. Now, the reason I'm covering this case today, and I've not got the names to hand, I could write them down, I don't need to, although the pictures will go up later. It'll cause me some grief, but that's just life, because people need to know what's happening here. I mean, I've read today that I think there's 5 or 6 other cases running at the moment concurrently from the northwest of England for all this same stuff. So more people are going to be brought to task, but it's all too little too late. It's been done for years and years and years before they started looking into things. But of these 5 people that they've had in custody and that have been jailed, I think, today, if I've got it right, I think I have, one of them's already done a runner. 3 of them were taxi drivers, I think from Manchester, Greater Manchester or Stockport. They bought tickets to do a runner back to Pakistan. Now, the police have got wind of this, so they've arrested them early and kept them in and not given them bail because they knew they were going to run. A couple of the 5 have been done before. The ringleader, the one that's the boss man, I think about in about 2001, 2002, that kind of area. I've read it, but I can't remember, that kind of area. He got done for 5 years of abuse with another young girl or 2, and he's been inside. He's come back out and done it again, He's done it again with other girls. I think another one of them has been jailed before and come out and done it all again. That's the kind of deterrent that we're offering these people. Most of them, we're not looking into it. We do nothing about it. We're turning a blind eye. When we do look into it, it's years and years later than it should be. And when we do put them inside, we don't put them inside for long enough to make them think, I can't afford to do this and I can't do this again. We said when we was putting them inside, we were going to deport them all. They all go down the legal aid route and win and have reasons to stay in this country, and they stay in this country. And we see him from that today. I think at least 2 of them have done it all before. Now, had we have deported them when they first come out of jail, they couldn't do it again. They could go to Pakistan and do it to their girls. They probably don't want to do that. They only want to do it to the white trash. They don't want to do it to their girls. It wouldn't happen there, but it happens here. And it happens all the time, and I care about it, because that could be my daughter or granddaughter. Do we hate Asian people? No. Do we hate Pakistani people? No. Indian people? No. Not at all racist. I've said before, for many or a good few Pakistani people. They hate Indians. Indian people. Indians might feel the same about Pakistanis. I've worked for Pakistani people and they say, we don't want any inquiries of Pakis. We don't want Pakis. We don't want Pakis. We don't want to deal with them. It's their own people and that's what they say. I don't get that. I don't say to anybody, we don't want any white inquiries, any white this, any white that. I'll speak and deal with absolutely anybody. Doesn't matter what colour the skin is and what religion they are, what sexual preference they have. None of it matters to me. I deal with people and take them as I find them. If people are nice, I'm nice. If they're decent, I'm decent. If they go out the way to be friendly, I'm just the same. But when I hear somebody's done this to like a young girl, as in the father, the uncle, and the bit on the side to that young girl, and K-I-double-L-E-D her, and left her in a bunk bed to rot, and when I hear about these people in that there Rochdale doing this to these 2 young girls, then I hate them. I hate them with all my heart. But what I also hate is I hate the various governments that have sat in power and done nothing about any of this. And the government that's in power now, still really doing nothing. And police forces that have just turned blind eyes for years and years and years. We've got Maggie Oliver, who's been absolutely brilliant. It's a pity we never have 50 Maggie Olivers. It's a pity 50 people weren't shouting from the rooftops what Maggie was. It might have got sorted earlier. It's all a little bit too little too late for me. But until we quash these ideas that certain people of certain colour have, that they can treat our children as they do, it'll carry on happening. Until we can tell folk that come into this country, wherever they may be born, that them laws and them rules that they have, them ways that they have, don't work here. Evil, we don't want evil here. We have enough of it of our own. We don't want people coming into our country and killing boys and girls whatever, and blaming it on honour killing. We don't want it. We don't agree with it anyway, but go and do it in your own country where you were from. We'll still hate it, but it's not on our doorstep. We don't want it here. Is that me hating people and being racist? Maybe it is, I don't know. It isn't going to change, that's just me. You know, and it might get me into some trouble, but that's just life. But I've had plenty of friends that are black and that are Asian, and I love them as much as anybody that's white. In my school, I had one boy in my year that was black. Loved him. Love him to this day. What a lovely person. I've come across him about once every 8 or 9 years, and I love him. Just one of the nicest people I've ever met. If you're black, if you're Asian, whatever you are to me, it doesn't matter. If you're nice, I'm nice. That's the end of this sermon. If you want to have a go at me, folks, keep having a go. I'm not going to change. But if I hear of white folk doing things to Pakistani Asian children, which you don't hear of, or to white children, I'll say exactly the same as I'm saying about Asian folk. I've done videos in here about, was it a grooming gang in Scotland? All white people doing it to kiddies. It's on, there's videos on there, I can't remember what it's called. I do that, Piggy Many. I can't keep up, so God knows how anyone else will. But go and look in the archives. It's there, you'll find it, don't worry about that.